Okay, tell me a story.
Yeah, is it on?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a great story, but
Bedtime
it's
story.
Shit.
This is the story about how I recently
This
bought a
is
new
the
bath.
life and times of Jack Brody, starting
This is
15th
a
of November
second-hand story. It's a
1997.
familiar story.
8:20
One that has been
p.m.
passed down through the generations.
Okay,
the
no,
time-
let's start again.
The one time I needed acid.
Right. So,
Have I told
I'll
you
tell
about the
a
time
story
when
about the day that I
got
fell in
beat
love
up
with
by
food.
taxi drivers and
One time
No.
when I
Amsterdam.
was 14 and I lived up north in country.
It's like a month
We
festival.
went to this beach in the middle of nowhere. There was nobody on the beach at all. Totally desolate, beautiful silver sands and blue sea. It's gorgeous.
And then I think Dad and I don't think I'm exaggerating, I think we sat there for about an hour and a half and ate
I lived in a
pistachios
tiny village
in
and
the sun.
they had these stairs called the 100 Stairs. It was just 100 stairs and it would lead to cradle Bridge, and it was such a beautiful bridge. It had this bay going under it and there was like a little cove, and it was such a peaceful place to just kind of go and relax, and there was also nobody around, so it was very calming.
All across the street there's these women called falladas, and they were wearing these traditional dresses with like gold hoops and everything, and every single dress, there was so many of them. You'd walk around anywhere Valencia and there was so many of them, but every single one was unique. Like the fabric was just unique to each other.
On the beach in the middle of nowhere.
And I would just sort of sit there looking out over the Spey and the hills and the sort of ambient dusk sky.
On horses with no saddle, horseback.
idea of like a baby goat another day, and it's just like 2 days old.
Yeah.
But it turned out it's my cousin's goat, and he has it in his flat or in his house.
We galloped across the sands to this wee Fijian village,
It's like the people of Valencia who make them.
well, because the family came here really tight, and then we sat down in this big circle with all the
like
elders and
circling
everything, and
us.
all the
We were like,
children were
we need
watching
to
on.
go, so we
And
just
we had
started
to
like
drink this,
kind of like walking away really
which I
quick.
can only
like,
describe as
singing,
probably
running.
hallucinogenic.
And he gave
drink.
her some acid. And she dropped it on Sunday before Sunday dinner.
The opening act, and there was a woman dressed like a princess on a huge stage and fireworks, singing traditional
Flaming
music
ball of
and
red hair,
everything.
And
candle.
she was wearing like a Rolling Stones t-shirt, and she saw like the lips come to life and
And
try
my dad
and eat
had
her.
just put down a big bag of peanuts. And he started to eat them. And I think I watched him for maybe 10 minutes
An older brother
as he sort of uncracked these pistachios and ate them.
and a dad and a granddad that was really, really protective of her.
And it was all families and children,
Along with all the kids who came running up the road and were holding onto our hands. It was absolutely
and
magical.
it burned them, which is kind of bad for the environment.
So we just ignored it.
Babies at the time, so the third one like wouldn't be able like to be fed.
So it was a genuine like worry for her safety.
He gave him 20 euros. He slapped his wallet out of his hand. My cousin went down to pick it up. The guy like shoved him, and he like kind of tripped over a wee bit.
If anyone gave any trouble, they would be like
Drinking
on it.
beers, and I was just watching it being burnt and everyone cheering it on.
5 foot
and
lady, she's got a mean right hook.
drinking, having a good time.
He took us to like loads of bars, and like it was pretty much the first time I think me and my cousins had been like drinking together. So we were all kind of like showing off, trying to keep up with each other, and they served really small beers, so you drink them really quick, and then we were like just getting loads of rounds. Got really
But
drunk.
he looked like he was having a hell of a time.
We met a guy called Sean and his wife called Yvonne, and we had cups of coffee. It was fantastic.
So we met this guy who lived in the Netherlands, and he was like, he looked like the dude from Big Lebowski.
It was all a bit too friendly, so my eye was off the ball.
Friendly, spiritual. I don't know whether to feel quite pleased or a bit weirded out about it.
I guess it's a bit religious, but
And we were outside of Rome. And I was sat in the back garden with my dad.
At dusk, as it was just sort of slowly getting dark.
And he said he'll call her Ludwika, like me, because it was my birthday.
And I thought, that's so cool. Like, that's just a big guy with a tiny nut.
Just for like a moment, and then just kind of flew away, and I didn't know how to feel after. I was like,
And I put my little hand into a big bag because it was opposite from me and Dad. He was looking at a small bag and I was looking at a big bag.
I was super depressed back then. I hated
memories
everything.
that would forever be lodged in my brain.
And Rainier was like trying to like make amends by being like, oh, like what music is this? I really like it, and it was just the fucking radio playing.
Music on and stuff.
There's no evidence of how it started. They don't know when it started in history. They just carried it on. Like they don't know how to
And that
clue.
came from the earth.
Sprinted so far away, and then turned around and went, pussy.
But I'm magnetizing in these experiences.
It sounds better if I say that. It sounds like it has meaning.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Amazing. Thank you.
I like that story.